doesn't stack up well against his likely range. Lothar's thinking the same as I am. He's going to fold, and Joe Payne is going to make the call. This illustrates the problem with playing King 6 up front, is you now have a player with position on you, and you are holding a dominated hand to his ace-king. And it gets worse because the case-king has come on the flop. Joe checks, and Denis Petronic puts in a bet of 300. A little bit of an underbet, trying to coax some action out of Joe. And he'll get it. He'll get the call. I think if I am Joe and I've played my King 6 out of position, I'm going to make that call for that amount of chips. Then I'm going to wait and see what my opponent does on the turn. I'm going to check to him again. That's what Joe has done. Oh, I don't understand why Denis has checked behind, but he has. I'm not sure what he would be afraid of. Now he's probably afraid because now the 8s have paired. And Joe will throw out a 500 chip bet. I would too. Your opponent checked on the turn. You think your king is good. Uh-oh. Denis wasn't afraid. He was setting the trap. Now he springs it. Puts in a raise. Another 1,000 chips back to Joe, who will make the call. Nice little check on the turn. Denis got an extra 1,000 chips out of Joe that if he bets the turn, he may well not get. Crafty play. I thought he was scared of ghosts in the closet, but no, not at all. He was just laying the trap for Joe Payne. That's a tough loss for Joe. He's lost 2,200 chips on the pot, which is practically half his stack. He's getting a little short stack there. He's down to about 3,400 chips now. And definitely behind the curve, the short stack at the table, Joe Payne in seat 5. 102 starters on the day. We're down 8 players here as we near the end of level 2. King Queen for Lothar on the button. Ace 4 for Kenneth in the big blind, and Troy Otto with a Jack 8 of hearts in pretty early position. He's going to put in a raise with 300. Here we've been kidding Troy about being a little girl. Captain Tom was getting on him, and he's coming in for an early position raise with Jack 8. Now look, Lothar is called. The previous hand we saw Lothar pass with King Queen in the big blind. Now he's calling. He's calling in position though, quite a bit different. He's got position on Troy, and he'll take the flop off with his King Queen. Troy has flopped top pair with his Jack 8. He can't be happy. It's a suited flop, and he's holding top pair, but very weak kicker. He's going to put out a 1,000 chip bet. He's hoping to end it right now. Interestingly enough, if that 1,000 chip bet with top pair is a good bet, it's also a good bet with no pair. Because if you get called, you can't be comfortable here. Really, it's a bluff in essence, because you sure don't want any action when your hand is as weak as Troy's is. Troy wants to push out any flush draws. Kenneth, in fact, folds. Troy shows him the jack. Kenneth shows him that he laid down the nut flush draw. I note that Troy didn't show him the 8, didn't show him how weak the kicker was. He just decided to show him that he did, in fact, have top pair. Troy Otto's running well. He's among the chip leaders. That's the end of level 2. The players are on a break at the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championship. One seat moved in, 3 seat moved in over the top. You got the 5, says a big dog. Need to hit a 5, badly dominated hand. Needs the 5, 2 shots at it. About an 8% of this shot. Maybe 9% with a backdoor heart draw. He's got any deuce, any heart, any 5, 9, 10, 11, 14 outs. 13 outs. 13 outs, and that's not one. Set of 10s. Just to give the dagger an extra little twist. The 10s hit a set. That'll be the end of seat 1. Tragically, another Canadian hitting the rail, although Constantine, originally from?
From Russia.
And when did you emigrate to Canada?
5 years ago.
Okay. And you live in Toronto. What do you do for a living?
Yeah, I'm a student.
What are you studying?
Computer science. I put all in, and he called with pair of 10s. I had pair of 5s, so I was short stack anyway. Yeah.
Got exciting on the turn. I think you went from 2 outs to 13 outs with the turn card, but no good.
Yeah, but I didn't get nothing. Yeah.
So. You seem okay? You've recovered already? Not yet.
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah. I'm gonna get drunk and yeah.
Yeah. What if you could only choose one drink to drown your sorrows? Your drink of choice?
Vodka.
Vodka?
Yeah.
Of course, you're from Russia. like, if I'd guessed something else, I would have really missed.
Yeah.
Hey, nice to meet you, and
nice to meet you.
Well played.
Yeah,
Good luck in the future.
Another action-packed day has come to a close. Join us for more next time at the Party Poker Canadian Poker Championship.
Keep it moving on. Up the middle and out the end. Why kid yourself? It's not so easy. You pretend that we're all the same when we're playing the game. I need you to tell me you're alright. It's not the end of alright. Tell me you're uptight. Will you forget about yesterday? Pick up the pieces and carry on. Don't look back, don't regret, don't become someone. Always holding on. Tell me you're alright. It's not the end of alright. Tell me you're uptight. Will you forget about yesterday? Tell me it's daylight. It's not the end of alright. Damned if it is, damned if it ain't. Will you forget about yesterday?